Yes, sir. TDUB. It's almost that time, man. We a
Yeah,
moment
man.
away.
It's an interview. Yeah,
You know, when it's the exit interview, we got a lot to talk about.
whole lot. Oh,
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rainwater Entertainment and Marketing LLC. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all joining tonight. And very special person, as always. Got my boy T Dub, owner of the Future and Legends League, Legends and Future League, however you want to call it, because they go hand in hand.
and
At one while you said the Future League had to catch up to the Legends League, right?
correct.
But how does that stand now?
Even. It's
Even
even.
Steven.
Yeah, I said it's even Steven now. I really think it's even Steven. We got some pretty good teams in the future league. Got some pretty good teams in the Legend League, of course. So I think it's even Steven.
Wow, man. So this is the exit interview, bro. Let's just take the people back for a moment and let's go back to the beginning of the season real quick. So I want you to dig and use your brain cells. Who was the favorite to win? If you was a betting man, who was the favorite to win both leagues at the beginning of the season?
DLW Gorillas in the future league, DIP in the Legend League.
Mm, wow, wow. And I heard you say something yesterday that DIP, is normally there. Man, what happened this year?
Next level beat them in the semifinals. Yeah, they beat them. I think it was more of a in that game. I think it was more of it was a nice strategy that this level came with. Uh, so you gotta give them credit. Credit's due. Unfortunately, I was unable to play as well at the referee, but
Yeah,
shout out to this level. This level, they are one of the superior teams. I mean, we welcome them back this season, and like I said, we want our league to be competitive, and they are one of the best teams in our league. So, like I said, um, tough. I mean, it was tough playoffs. It was tough all the way around. When it came to the Legend League, also Dub City, it was the first time Dub City didn't make a championship game in a very long time. Like we've
right.
been so many in a row. We got beat by a very tough forward takeover team. This was a rough season for us. We had a lot of people. When you lose a guy like McGee and you lose Jimmy, your two young stars, and you just try to put pieces together. Fortunately, the pieces didn't kind of match up. But we're going. You know me. I'm going to go ahead and get the right pieces together and try to compete this next coming season.
Shout
So
out to Jimmy, man. Jimmy overseas,
yeah,
right? Doing his
overseas. Shout
thing.
out to Kenny for sure, doing this thing. I'm proud of him.
But that
Um,
speaks to the parity in your league now, man. Just one team can't just dominate every year now. Now, you got new teams, new players. Like I heard after the championship game last year, this player saying this was my first year in the league and won it all and was happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it's a lot of parity now and a lot of competition,
man.
regardless.
That's what I
Regardless.
asked for when I don't know if you remember when we won back to back, and I said y'all come get it, and that's what I mean. I sent the message. I wanted teams like the DFW Gorilla. Shout out to Ahmad for putting his team in the league. Uh, Also, Ball Boys, shout out to them. All these teams. Peel brought his team to the league, the Jayhawks. Um, so we getting some excited young talent in there. And I mean, man, the talent level in the league is unquestionable. I mean, we see it for ourselves every week.
Shout
So
out to him, man. Like you said, they
yeah,
came. I think they raised the bar. for the
Correct.
future league. You know, and
Yeah.
it made every other team know in order for us to win this ring and this money, we have to get better because we know that the Gorillas are going to be there.
It comes a time when sometimes you might have to pass that torch. And at the time, everybody was saying, "Hey, Hill City is the team to beat." And you got to pass the torch to somebody. I believe in the championship game where we played, they beat us. We had to pass the torch to them. You know what I'm saying? So they the team to beat. And we're gonna talk about what actually happened in the championship game. And they are the team to beat. But like I said, shout out to them. I appreciate them. Keep coming. I hope we can keep coming. I hope I got more coming soon. Um, I'm looking forward to hear what Waco Terra gonna tell me here soon.
Yeah,
Um, but like I said, we're gonna willing to work some things out and try to get them in the league. Um, everybody's gonna gear up. Everybody's gonna try to build a team to beat, who, the Gorillas. You know what I'm saying? Right now, but now you gotta think about it. It was the Gorillas, but now we got a
got a new
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 king of
champ.
the block, man. New king of the block. Uh, you
Oh,
want to
man.
start off talking about that one?
Hey man, listen man. First thing I would recommend, bro, is if you haven't watched the game, please go on this same channel. On if you watching on YouTube, we're also streaming it on Facebook. But go to the channel, watch the games. These two games, this future league game is totally different than any other because so many different people was mic'd up, and we got an opportunity to hear the mindsets of so
Yeah,
many different individuals, man, to
yeah.
make that. And we got a chance to hear the huddles just from both teams, man, and just man, it just makes it a lot more enjoyable movie,
Live
man.
experience of what's going on in their huddles and how they um how they played on the floor. Not only that, I want to shout out to somebody before we start go over the review. But let me go ahead and say this. I want to shout out Marcus for Jayhawks, and let me tell you why I'm gonna shout him out. This man dislocated his pinky.
Oh yeah,
This
wow.
man dislocated his pinky and played the game
And made plays too.
and made plays, man. So if he watching, I'm hoping he is. I want to give him a special shout out because most people would have ran out the gym and hurry up, went to the doctor, got that popped in. That man finished the game with a pinky going out this way.
Seriously. He was
Yeah.
holding it. You can see it on the camera. He was holding his hand
Oh
a
yeah.
long
You
time.
see,
And Shaw, like, listen, man, I don't even want you to come
you
out of the
see.
game, man. He said, you doing all this defense type shit. He said, keep him
Hey,
in, man.
hey man. But yeah, let me tell you something. We're gonna talk about the game. But me and you already talked about it.
Yeah,
But let's talk about the game though. So
yeah.
let's just talk about this. Going into the game, I saw the matchups. I said, okay, Gorillas got the firepower, of course. But I said this team has to play smart basketball to beat the Gorillas.
Hmm.
Now, what I saw something last week when Shaw was coaching them against the ball boys. And he
Okay,
had them playing smart basketball.
okay.
I knew they was gonna have Shaw coach them. I said Shaw's gonna bitch it to coach them again. We can't underestimate Shaw's presence in this
The
game.
power
Let's
of
talk about
coaching.
that first. We
Seriously, bro.
cannot underestimate Shaw's presence in this game. When it came to them making mistakes, he got on their ass, but he didn't tear them down. He built them up to
That's right.
continue to play. He also was like an energizer bunny for him. He was giving them more and more energy. He man, Shaw
Did you
was out
did you
there.
hear him say? He was telling Jeremiah. He said, "Boy, you a cold mother." He said, "Boy,
Yeah.
you is a
Hey,
cold
hey,
mother."
hey,
And
Jeremiah.
that feeds off that confidence. He feed off that confidence.
Jeremiah is a bad, bad man, dog. call him Kawhi.
Yeah, I can
I
see that.
call him Kawhi.
I can see
A lot
why.
of people
Yeah.
call him Bronny. That's an insult. I
Nah,
call him Kawhi, the healthy Kawhi Leonard, because he played both ends. Like he played both ends, man.
physical.
He's a big dog, bro. Like I said, I've been a fan of him, watching him play since I seen him.
Man, I was I was so locked in and just really looking at that matchup between him and Gerard because those are two
Him
really
and
good
two
players.
dogs, two dogs.
Yeah, man, say,
Him and Mike McGee matchup was two dogs. Going
absolutely,
nasty.
absolutely,
Hey,
absolutely.
but man, big man number 10.
Now, now, did you see when they was running like that 2-man play and at that and with that
Yeah.
timeout, Shaw told him to cut back door. You know what I'm saying? And then about a
Mhm.
play or two later, they did it, and he told oh boy, he said, "Man, you a cold mother."
Man,
I
hey,
said that execution. I said Shaw was so effective on that team's execution.
I'm
And if like, no, 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 spread out. You go over there. Hey, now y'all too. Do it again, again, again.
gonna tell you something. You know when they say you got to put a battery pack in somebody, they already good now. Don't get it twisted. They a good team, but adding that energy and put it like basically get that big old D battery and put it in your back from Shaw made them more confident and made them play even better. And the thing of it is, Hill played a hell of a game. That team played a hell of a game, bro. You got to give it to them. They played a
But you
hell of
know
a game.
what? The gorillas. There was a moment there. The gorillas had came back and looked like they was kind of in control. Looked like they had gotten it
Going to
together.
the fourth, they
They
had
was up
control.
by 8. They was up by 8
Going
going
to the
into the
fourth, they had
fourth.
control of the game. They outscored them in the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I watched it. They outscored the Jayhawks 17-3,
Mm.
which made the score. At the time, they was down. I think they was down 62-48. They outscored them 17-3 with in 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter. At that time, I was like, "Oh, that might be the camel that broke his back." But Shaw went over there and he said, and remember, you put the mic on. Shaw said something.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Hey man, go get your money."
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He
Hey
said
man,
that them
you
boys
know how
looked at
many?
Shaw.
You know how much motivation that is.
Man, hey, when he said that to him, them boys looked at Shaw like, yeah, and they came out like game busters. Like they came out that full quarter like game busters, man. And I mean, like you said, even if they made a mistake, Shaw would get on their ass, but he would encourage him with it
Right afterwards.
right afterwards. He'd be like, man, you go, hey, but keep playing, boy, you playing hard though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it was like it was good constructive criticism, but came with encouragement behind it. So
Now,
yeah,
number 10, the big fella, and I know
man,
you see,
played a hell of a game.
I know you remember this play. There was a moment where he went on the inside and the lane was wide open, bro. He should have hit that floater. And he
Right.
went
And Shaw
inside into the
told him.
big. There you go.
Shaw told him, he corrected. He said, hey man, don't go in there making it hard for yourself. He said,
Mm-hmm.
shoot that baby before you got touched.
Mm-hmm.
The following play, he shot a photo and made.
Good
So it's
coaching
like,
moment, bro.
yeah, it's like, bro, he was real deal giving them the right tools to win that game. And he was giving them the right tools and they followed it. Like I said, Gorillas, they came back. I ain't gonna lie, I told you. When that fourth quarter started, they went up 8. I thought that was the camera that broke his back. I said, yeah, they finna pull away, look like. Because
Man,
you gotta remember, Pilldale only had 7 people.
wow.
And
Now,
shout out to that little one too. He gave them energy. The little
oh
fat
man. Oh yeah, Shaw kept on saying,
shout
boy,
out
they
to him too. He gave
Shaw
them
kept on
energy.
saying your fast ass.
Man, he was fast. That play what he got on Mike McGee, shit, Mike McGee didn't even know where he came from. He came out of nowhere.
That's right. He had a turbo button, bro,
Yeah.
for real.
It's, but like I said, man, it was a great game. Um,
Think about how it started though. I thought Trail was finna go for 40. Trail, remember he was hitting all them threes?
hey, Trell said something to me at the game, and it kind of channeled with me. And I said something to Trell then. I said, "Yo, why y'all didn't do to them what they did to y'all?" I said, "Y'all could have put Big Rick in the pick and roll, and you or Slow Mo or Mike can run the pick and roll, or y'all could have used G, whichever one y'all wanted to do. Why didn't you use it?" I just think I think they left a lot of money on the table. Like what I mean by that, they left a lot of buckets they could have got.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of the key points, which I never thought I'd see, was Slow Mo missed that free throw. I was shocked.
Oh, that was a tough moment right
Oh
there.
man,
Cause
I
that
was
those
shocked.
two would have tied the game.
I knew he was gonna hit those two. I was like, yo, he gonna hit these two. So they gonna have to somebody gonna have to hit a game winning shot. That's what I was thinking. I said somebody gonna
But
have
the
to hit that game winning shot.
but the crazy thing is,
They still had
G got
opportunities.
G got a decent look at the end. A decent look,
You
you
want me to
know.
tell you want me to tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir. Please do.
If they would review that, it would have been a two.
And that would have tied
That
the
nigga,
game.
he did exactly what KD did. His very
Mm.
tip of the shoe was on the line.
But I don't think he had time to even look. That's why the shot came
Yeah.
up short because it was rushed. So whether it was a three or
It
not, he
would
could
have
have
been
tied the
so much
game.
chaos. And he would have
Oh
hit that shot.
yeah. What,
Oh, it
what,
would have been so much chaos.
would they would have tied the game or put them up? They
Mm-mm.
would have
Because
won it because they
they would have to review it to make sure it was a two or three.
right.
And his toe, it's just like KD. His toe, his tip of his shoe is on the line, dog. I said,
Mm.
ooh. If they reviewed it, I said they gonna have to review it because they got to make sure the bucket is good. So
Man,
yeah,
that's tough, man. To like we was talking earlier off the camera, and we was talking about how you used to play against stacked lineups, and with them
Mhm.
having two bigs and the wings and the defense, and just the experience, the coaching with Ahmad, the coaching from Creed, they did a great job too. It just came up short. One
Yeah.
team had to win. You know what I'm saying? So you got an opportunity to hear Creed instill energy in her unit. She
Mhm.
was telling them to get back on D. Come on, and she be on those rails too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they be on the
All
rim
of them
tough,
do.
boy.
All of them do. But shout out to the
Oh,
rails, man,
yeah,
because
hey, shout out to my real crew. I don't care what nobody say. They did an
square
amazing
business.
job.
Yeah,
They did an amazing job. They made sure they got every call correct that was
they
needed.
came to the camera when
They
they
came
had
to
to.
cameras and did it. Um, it was one little play though when I watched
Mm,
that could have been a heartbreaking issue if that
mm.
would have turned up.
Oh, that was that played near the sideline.
Jeremiah had the ball. He got up
He
and
sure did.
they didn't call it. So yeah, it actually basketball guys must have been watching because I don't know how maybe he lost the ball, but he lost it.
Shaw
He,
said,
he lost
Shaw said
it.
after that ball went out, Shaw said, and everybody why he said, man, don't you try to cheat us like that, man. Why you try to cheat us?
Hey, after watching it, I was like, oh yeah, he got bugged. But so it was but like I said, everything turned out how it's supposed to work out, how it's supposed to end it, like for a tying three, and you know, fortunately we got new champions.
And
Um,
I
basically
mean,
it's all about the heart. I really think that team showed so much heart that they want to win. Um, they wanted to win.
did you give out an official MVP for the game?
No, I didn't because to be honest with you, it would have been hard. Ooh, you could have put Jeremiah, could have been Bill, could have been Big Fella.
Hey, check this out, man. I know I'm born in the '80s, man. So I remember coming up, Jason Kidd and Grant Hill was co rookie
So
of the
I
year,
would have did a three-way code because you got to understand them three. I can't even. You can't knock what two brought to the table. Marcus, you can't knock what he brought. He brought a Draymond Green type of effort. Like you can't knock him.
You
That
know
team
what,
plays.
man? We what we can do, man. We might have to. I don't know. We're going to create another system though, where we maybe can create a poll or something like that, where we can get a voting system in place.
So this me and you talking before we came on here. We talked earlier, and I was thinking about something. But starting the
Yeah.
new year, we're gonna bring in something new. I was thinking, hmm, how about first and second team, all future
Mm.
team, and
Exactly.
first and second team, all legend team. But here's the qualification for you to make that team.
Hmm.
Your team has to make the playoffs.
That makes sense.
I can't have a person on an all conference team that's not in the playoffs. So that's number one. So you know I got 8 teams. At least one representative will come from. So I'm gonna come up with a system. I think it's gonna work. So yeah, and then I'm trying to think how I'm gonna reward that. And then of course your team got to win the championship to give out the MVP. The MVP is not based on regular season. It's whoever win that championship, you go with that MVP of that team for that
Yeah.
championship.
Yeah.
So this ain't a how can I say it? This ain't a award a regular season thing. This is based on you get to the ship, champions, MVP. It's only right the MVP come from a champion team.
That makes sense. That
So
makes sense because
that's my qualification of what I'm thinking of doing. Um, like I said, I got to figure out, what's the reward for basically making those teams. Um, I'm looking at some different ways. The MVP, I got a great idea for the MVP, but I'm gonna keep that to myself for right now.
okay,
And me and you'll talk offline about it, but I'm gonna keep it to
okay,
myself right now. But
okay.
yeah, it's 20th season,
Wow.
5 years running.
You know what?
20.
Speaking of 20th season, bro, I really think we gotta sit down. I got the time now. I work part time, bro. I got the time now. We gotta sit down and plan this gala for the 20th season, man. The future, the Legend and Future League gala, and let's big cheer, everybody, big cheer. You know what I'm saying?
We
For
got
the
to talk off
20th
there
season.
on that
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I actually had something planned, but it was. I talked to you about it off air, but I did have something planned. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna keep it because it's supposed to happen actually this weekend, but I might have
Okay.
to push it back. It was
Yeah.
actually supposed to happen this weekend, but I might have to push it back. I'm gonna talk to the person for the venue again and see what we can do. But this is basically celebrating, you know, 5 years. It's gonna be 5 years going on the next season. Um,
Mm,
it's 20 seasons. Um, and to be able to know every champion in your league is a great thing. To be able to keep up with everything, thanks to you, of course. Um, but
man,
yeah, the history. I mean, the history of the league. Like, I mean, I don't know if you saw my post earlier when I put all the 19 champions in the
I
future and the
did.
legends.
I did, man.
That's something that like nobody. I don't think people understand like what kind of dedication it takes to keep up with that. Because a lot of people will probably be like, "Oh, we don't even know who our first champion is." Our first champion in the 40 and up was 40-40 Club.
Mm,
Our first champion in the future was Dub City. So like I said, when we first started, the 40 and up was like beyond top tier, and then future was slowly catching up.
what would you say the championship that was won by the Jayhawks? Where would that
Right?
rank, man? Because I think that was very monumental, monumental because of the type of team. that they beat, and they was not the favorites.
Can I give you what I think this championship is?
Please give it to me, man. I
I'm gonna
need
give
to
you an
hear.
example. Miami versus Dallas.
Okay.
The second time with LeBron James and D Wade.
Yeah,
That's how much monumental that championship
I
reminds
got
me
you.
of.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah, that's a
That's
good
that's that's what it reminds me of.
one. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I could put it like that. They had a little JJ Barrera out there, fast as hell. Uh, but you had like Jason Terry out there.
I'm talking about, bro. They were hitting some very big shots, man.
Man,
I'm
he
talking
was
about, and some of the shots were, I mean, good defense.
a great defense. The only thing I say, the pick and roll defense was horrendous by Gorillas. I told them after the game, that's the most horrendous pick and roll defense I ever seen.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't understand the coverage. I couldn't understand the rotation. I didn't understand it. I didn't. It was weird.
It's
Like they,
like Shaw recognized that their weak side player was going to sleep. Every time they turned their
he
head,
so did.
they was going to sleep. Cut to the basket, layup, foul. It's gonna be something. It's like,
Yeah,
God, dog.
Ahmad was even pissed off about that defense. Yeah, he should be. The rotation should have been a lot better. Um, but like I said, hey, you never know. Like we had a situation when Death Row had the same thing. They could have did the same thing. They went a season going undefeated, and then no, they went. They was trying to repeat. They went undefeated in the season, and nobody beating them. They look unstoppable. And then we end up playing them in the semifinal before to the championship, and we end up beating them, which we end up playing takeover or takeover in the championship, and we won. No. I believe was it that? Yeah, it was that.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm sorry, my bad. That was in the championship game when we beat them. It was the
Okay.
championship with Death Row. So and that was a classic. That went to overtime.
So I got a question for you, bro. On the instant replay challenge, right? There's moments in the game where I remember one of the guys wanted to make a challenge, but he didn't really have time to do so because the referees kind of hurry up and got the ball in. And I know the running clock plays a factor with talking on making a decision as well. 10 seconds is 10 seconds. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So there's a fine line in between where they're gonna have to kind of like either like make a decision or the refs got to give them a little moment because I think there was a block charge call or something that happened.
In the
Uh,
Legend of Future.
I think that might don't give me the line. May have been the Legends game.
Was it the one where the guy had his hand straight up? And
Yeah,
I heard you say, you know, you could challenge. I heard you in the background saying,
I
on the,
think so. It was the
so
bright
I'm
guy,
gonna tell you
the
that
bright.
that would not have been a good challenge because even though his hand straight up, he's moving forward to the guy. So that's gonna be a
Yeah,
foul because
and that would have been fine. But the thing is, he didn't get an
he
opportunity
got
to
out of tune. But
because
no,
the ball
they
was
actually asked Leon, and Leon said
okay.
no. Because
Okay,
Leon and DK was the only people that could signal for a challenge. See, you can't
gotcha,
have every player do it. That's why
gotcha.
I gave. If you heard me in the beginning, I said, "Who's your captain and who's your coach?" I said, your coach, and your captain can orchestrate the challenge,
Hmm.
but they both have to agree on it. Meaning, if the player do it and the coach don't agree, they're not gonna do it.
Gotcha. They both have to
They
agree.
have to both agree. So that means that the player can want to, but the coach don't want to. He overrules the player. The coach wants to, which most likely the player will go do it because the coach wants to do it. So that's why I know that ain't gonna play. Yeah. So it actually worked out, man. We had our first one, the first ref one, because I'm gonna get on John again. I don't understand how he can call that a two from way over there. I'm gonna talk to him about that. That was crazy. I think I said that on the mic. I said, how you can call a 2 3 point 2 point from way over there? Like, but To each his own. Uh, that's my guy. But
I did hear Ahmad say, man, we needed this. They needed to kind of like this wake up call. But I do know, man, that you can. There's a way of learning in losing, and there's a way of learning in winning. And I hated, that had to be the time to learn in the championship game. You know what I'm saying? At that
the
moment.
only criticism I would have on my in this particular game, it's the
Yeah,
only criticism I have. He put Zoe in the game in the fourth quarter, and he didn't play at all in the first, second, or third. He don't have a
I
feel for the
noticed that.
game. He don't have a feel for the game, so it's gonna be like he's out there lost because he haven't been. He don't know the field. He don't know what's going on. Like he don't know the speed type. He don't know like how to match up with Big Boy. It's like yeah, it looked crazy.
I
Uh,
noticed that, bro. Yeah.
yeah, so I said that. I said that. I mean, a lot of people said that was a bad. So yeah, it is because the guy never he haven't played until then. So yeah, that's what I said. That's probably why you could say that's a bad sub. But I believe he would have played sometime in the first half and got a feel for the game. It would have been he would have been able to adjust and play. But it was like going in the fourth quarter, boom, and them boys came out there just straight out like game busters off the fourth quarter, ready to go, trying to come back.
And Shaw, he was picking matchups too. He
Oh yeah,
was he
yeah,
was
he saw.
looking for certain matchups, especially if he wasn't didn't have that feel for the game. And oh man, it
But
was a
that's the only
masterpiece.
criticism I could possibly have when it came to Ahmad. I mean, Ahmad was trying to cheer his guys on. He was trying to get them alert. Cree was too. And then it just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they just executed. You can't knock them. They executed. Now they almost gave that game back away. And towards the
Right.
end, they almost did. But at the end of the day, they held on. Um, it was a great game. They done had two of the greatest. They probably have two of the greatest playoff games in the future league, back to
Yeah,
back.
they last
We can
championship game,
honestly
they
say
kind of
that
had
the
to come back.
Jayhawks had two of the greatest games back to back. You
Mm.
got to remember that ball boy game was triple overtime.
That was triple
That was
overtime, bro.
crazy. But it was even crazier the way it ended. I'm still mad about that.
That's a storybook ending for them, man. To go through that to get all the way here and win it.
Yeah. It's when you say a team of destiny,
Exactly. Type
that's kind
stuff.
of the feel you had with the Jayhawks. I knew
Type
they was
stuff.
ready to play when I was watching the Legend League game, and they was here way early. They was down there warming up, and I was like, "Oh, they taking this shit serious." I ain't because most teams when they come in, they you see the Gorillas intimidated.
Hey,
Like I
what's
said,
up,
I
Marvin?
criticized one team for not showing up because they just felt like they couldn't compete with the Gorillas that was in the playoffs. That's the first time I had a team besides a long time ago. Um, but Bristol didn't come back for their second game forfeit. But that's the first time in a while that I had a forfeit playoff game.
Hey, that
So
boy, that boy Marvin Gentry say, "Yo," he commented on that. Shout out to
hey,
Marvin, man.
shout out to him. We gonna talk about y'all game too. We gotta talk about you too. Cause I think I got caught in the moment when you get to rocking. I'd be like, I want to rock with you. When he get to rocking, I be want to see Michael Jackson every time he get to rocking. So, but yeah, we're going to talk about that game. But let me finish this note off for the Future League.
Yeah.
Future League has now on even playing field with the Legend League. I can honestly say these last 2 to 3 runs in the playoffs have made them evenly run with the Legend League now. And I
Right.
like where the league is going. I also like the fact that my refs are coming together and working together to try to get things right. That was a perfect thing to look at. To look at the refs, they can't. Nobody on this line that played in that championship game cannot say that these refs cheat them, that these refs were trying to hold them. These refs was
What,
on point.
what you think
Now,
about that jump ball at the end, that jump ball call? Because they blew the whistle kind of quick, but also I kind of slowed it down once I was editing, and I didn't even see where he kind of even grabbed the ball. Like he didn't even get in there. Did you see that?
You want to know my honest opinion?
You know, I ain't gonna lie to
I'm gonna keep it
nobody. I'm gonna
100.
tell you the truth,
I thought it
bro.
was a foul. I really thought it was a foul.
Yeah, cause I'm like, what? Cause and I think he called it right, and they changed the call. I think he called a foul,
And
right?
they went to review it and they changed it. Yeah, I saw
But
that.
but
But
now I'll tell you the difference between those younger refs, right?
mhm.
No knock on them and Burrell. They feel rushed at the screen. They feel rushed. Burrell will take a little bit more time, or you know what I'm saying, to make sure that
Well,
the
you got a
call is
minute and 30
right.
seconds to get the call right. If you can't get it right in a minute and 30 seconds, we just gonna have to the
And,
call stands on the court. That's
and
why it's a minute 30. If you can't get no this season a minute 30, they could have said call
I
stands. But
stand
for
on the
some odd
court.
reason, they said that they seen a jump ball. Now, in my
I,
view, I thought Buddy got fouled. But like I said, everything worked out.
I seen it, bro, when I was editing, bro. Because like we didn't spend a minute and 30 seconds on that look. You know what I'm saying? So,
Then
but
they want to do a review with McGee losing the ball. Wasn't nobody near him.
I showed it to him afterwards. Yeah, they
Yeah, you
looked at that
did. You had to
afterwards.
show it. I'm like, what? And I get up. I'm like, what is he doing over there? Telling me, sit your butt down, man. What you doing? You ain't even part. You supposed to be in the stand. He over there trying to influence the game. No, man, what you doing? Yeah, that was weird. Shout out Tommy though for showing up though. Shout out Tommy. That's my dog. But
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna tell you something. They can't say the refs did anything wrong in this. I can honestly say
right, right,
you can't say they didn't ever come together on calls. They did. They did everything that you asked them to do. Now, like I said, it is some calls they missed and some calls they did. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I really think it was even on both sides.
right. And I mean, both teams had an opportunity to like take that game and run with it, but
Yeah.
it just didn't happen. So,
Well, no, let's just put it like this. Jayhawks took it and ran with it, but then almost gave it back to him.
right,
They almost gave it back to him with crazy passes. Like, yeah, they almost did. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, that man played with a dislocated pinky, dog. I,
and
I
I
did you
seen
see
it
my
there,
reaction
bro.
when I looked at his finger? It's
I
on
seen
my
it,
yeah. He
bro.
shot. I said, "Oh,
Listen,
like
man.
this dude really be playing with a dislocated pinky."
Anything dislocated hurt, bro. I dislocated my ankle, bro, hooping years ago, and they were like this. They had to take me out on a stretcher at the gym. You know what I'm saying? But
I
I
was sitting
seen
there
the
looking at him.
pain he was in, bro. He was playing defense. He was extending his hand, and I think
He
he
was
was still
he
making shots.
had a reverse layup with that bad boy.
Exactly, exactly. Talking about playing through pain and wanting to willing yourself to win. Hey man, like you say, bro, that was some destiny type stuff right there, man.
It was a team that really wanted that game. That's all it was. It was a team that really wanted that ship. They really wanted it. They really wanted it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the Gorillas, I'm not going to say the Gorillas didn't want it. They really do want it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did too. They wanted to be one of the first teams besides us here to be undefeated with us, go 2 times in a row, and possibly go for a third time. I'm pretty sure they had that in their mind. Um, but like I said, say,
Slow
man,
mo, slow mo. So ain't nobody blaming the refs. It
yeah,
was a good call
Slomo
game.
played a hell of a game, dog.
Yeah, he was.
He
He
played a
turned it
hell
up.
of a game.
He turned it up. They
Um,
needed him so bad. His offense.
yeah, he played a hell of a game. He was hitting mid range. Montreal was hitting. Mike McGee was going up. They got beat by the bigs, man. They weren't supposed to lose the big man matchup. I'm sorry, they weren't supposed to lose that. That was the key factor. The
But you
big
heard,
man matchup. Number 10 won this matchup.
bro.
He
Shaw
won
was
it.
calling it out. Shaw was picking that apart.
He
Shaw was
won the big man matchup. He won it. And did you hear him talking shit? Then he's like, hey man, that nigga can't guard me. I said, God dang. Amaro said, man, that man ain't scoring over 8 points ever. Now,
That's when he said that.
Amaro,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about that. That dude scored more than 8 points in his league, bro. This dude, he's not no slouch. He can play. And he can shoot.
Yeah,
So yeah,
bro was putting the ball on the floor.
he
I,
was a different man. He was a
one of
different
the
man.
moves was so tough. He went in there and made that. And was it and one he made? It was something. It was a tough move he made in that
Talking
game
about when he
right there.
spinned off, he went spin off, he
Yeah,
went to there and
yeah.
made it. Yeah. Nah, he made some big time moves and made some big time shots. Hill, of course, you already know what Hill gonna give you. Uh, you already know what he gonna give you. But man, they was
Talk about talk about that move though. Hold on, we talked
oh
about that move off the.
dang, that shot me because you know how great a defender Montreal is. People don't understand
Oh
how
my
great a
god.
defender that guy is.
Yeah, that shocked me too,
That
bro. That
was
was
kind of
crazy.
like that was tough. That was a tough move,
He
and he
put the
take the bucket.
anti-lock brakes on, bro, and step back, bro. Like,
I done seen Peel make some of the toughest defenders look crazy though. I have seen it. Uh, hell, Peel had me on skates one time in TJ League. I was glad that he missed the shot. And that one I
man,
was bad moving. I nigga man, I said, oh yeah, you trying to hit me, huh? But nah, he Peel tough with that ball, man. Peel, and big shot maker.
big
Him,
shot maker.
they really have a bit. They have a four. They really have a four. But don't. I want people to know. Don't count out Wu. They like that point guard, them five. Don't count out him and the little short one. The little short one came in, makes plays defensively,
Yeah,
hustling. Got a
yeah.
couple balls. Yo, they knew they role. They played. They role to the T.
He provided an element that
Energy. He
nobody else
provided
prevented.
energy.
Yeah, provided on that team. That speed and quickness. I mean, he was zoom. He was man. He was fast. I had to rewind, and when I edited, I was like,
Man,
dang.
really? Hey, I said it too. I said, man, that boy fast as hell. Yeah. But I think he a football player. But yeah.
Uh, I
I
can tell.
mean,
Yeah,
like I said, them boys came out there wanting to win, and they came out there playing hard. I believe both teams came out and played hard, played to win. Like I said, it came down. I'm gonna be honest with you. It really came down to the matchups, and the matchup that I didn't think that I thought Peel and Whistlecall was gonna have to make up for was the big man. I just thought Davies was gonna be difficult for that number 10, but that number, hey, he held his own.
we
He
got
held
to back up for just a second, bro, because not only did they win the championship, but they barely made it though, because they're the ones that beat Red and them team on that controversial call, right? Come on, man, because I know they felt like that they were supposed to be there. They won that game off that shot, and it was taken away from them. So for that to happen, and them to come and beat the Gorillas, man, like you say, it was some destiny stuff going on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that was a tough call, but the letter, like I said, the letterman of the rule, if you kick your leg out and the player makes contact towards the leg, that's kicked out. That's offensive foul. That's the letterman of the rule.
Hmm.
Now, is it a tough call to make at that particular time? I agree. It was a tough call. Was it
Rule of the
the
rule.
letterman of the rule? Is it the right call? Yes. Is it a tough call? Yes. Um, I just really think that, like, even though that happened, he'll still have to make two free throws. So you mean you never know? He might not would have made. He could have missed one, and he still had opportunities. I just really think that the game could have should have kept playing on, but you know, shout out to Trail. Then they back in here, of course. We talk, and like I said, that's why I infiltrated and talked to you, and I came up with the idea that we will have this replay rule.
Yeah.
Because then you can see clear cut if it happens. Now, what I'm thinking about right now is basically we got to get to this other game because this game Shout out to the Jayhawks. We're gonna give them. Shout out to the DFW for a fabulous champion, Gorillas for the fabulous championship game. I believe that's like our third championship game. Well, last championship game, Gorillas beat us pretty good. So I think this was probably one of the best championship games we had in the future league. We done had some good, great ones. Um, but like I said, I'm pretty sure both teams coming back, ready to go. Um, it's gonna be a lot of um, different faces in new places next season. I'm pretty sure. Um,
Let me ask you this real quick though. Who do you think is the most interesting person to mic up in the future league, in your league? Because we had some interesting characters on the mic. Those two games, bro.
who was the most interest
Who's the most interesting one that you want to hear on that microphone? And the
player
people on
wise
the mic.
or
Period. Just out there
period?
that's gonna put on that mic, whether it be a ref, a coach, a player.
I would like to hear Marcus, number two for the Jayhawks.
Yeah.
I would like to hear him because I know he talks shit. So I would love to hear the shit he talk. Um,
who's
yeah,
your who's your top three? Okay, you got Marcus because you know your player, you know your league
top three shit talkers.
that you want to hear mic'd up. It can be coaching strategy, it can be whatever. It can just whatever.
Bean was hilarious. Bean was
Hey,
very hilarious. Um,
I had boy,
without a
I had
doubt
to,
is one. Shaw
I
is
had to,
about one.
that's
Shaw
my
is one.
that's my one. Yeah,
That's my
Shaw.
one is Shaw. Me would be two.
Yeah, yeah, you funny too because you gonna be acting crazy.
Yeah, me on a mic would be crazy.
What
Uh,
about What
let's
about
see.
cause y'all be going at it in the regular season, you and coach what's his team name? Old school. Y'all be going at it all the time. Uh in my phone.
Wendell.
Coach Wilder. Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, he'll be
gladiators.
funny
The
too.
gladiators.
Those three mic'd up be the funniest thing ever. Yeah. Yeah, you know us, we get together, yeah. It's definitely shit talking. It's definitely gonna be shit talking when me and Wendell get on the court together. Cause like I tell him, he's gonna. Hey, he said he got something for the lead this season. You know, Wendell got that big ass file cabinet and all them folders with all player profiles. So he that nigga, hey, real deal. Wendell got a file on players. Shit, y'all think I'm playing?
He got access to the
Man,
he got
he'll tell you your weight, your height. What's your vertical? What's your
yeah.
attribute on the 3-point line? What's your attribute on rebounding? He be looking at all that. He
He
keeps
definitely
that
gonna
up.
tell you, that's a foul.
Yeah. And so yeah, that'll be definitely three people you would like to have mic'd up. Player wise, I would like to see Marcus, uh, Tory. Tory a good shit talker.
You know what? Ricky talks too. Ricky do a lot of stuff too. Ricky Bright.
Yeah, he'll be one. But the
Uh-huh.
guy that's coming back to the ball boys, I would love to have him mic'd up. Wook. Wook would be a good person to be mic'd up.
Oh, Wook. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially when he get a block shot.
Shout
Oh,
out to
he know he
him.
finna.
Shout
Yeah.
out to him. He's back in the league. But
Bet.
yeah,
Man, but say man, block. What's the name? Block part. What? Nah, not block. The Legend League game.
let's get to it.
Okay.
Bulldogs versus next level.
Bulldogs. Say that Bulldogs came. Bulldogs led like for the what the whole game until the
They led
fourth.
down there for the whole game. They led down there the whole game.
I don't see, man. It's like
They ran out of gas. They started
that's
playing.
what.
They took terrible shots. They took a lot of terrible shots in the fourth quarter. It was a lot of terrible shots that was taken. It reminded me that game reminded me when we played um David Ocha Instant team in the championship, and we was up the whole entire game. Got to the fourth quarter and start taking terrible shots, and they end up winning the game.
Mm.
So that's what that game reminded me of.
Because they were playing just smooth, man. Like
Man,
every time, every time next level would make a shot and feel like they were coming back, then they would make another shot and just kind of create that little distance to make them feel like, okay, we got this. You know what I'm saying?
they got tired. And how I know they got tired? Because at one point DK was cooking and nobody was moving. Like when you get and he gets the ball, if y'all were eating cut, y'all probably had a layup because people was really keen on DK because DK was cooking. Uh, but let's just talk about it. Boog was cooking.
Yeah.
Boog was cooking. I was watching. I was like, yo, he's cooking. He made one move. He missed a shot. You didn't hear me say it? I was like, He did
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
round
yeah,
that
yeah,
rock
yeah,
with
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
behind the back. He did the behind the back rock with you. I said, lost him too. But he missed the shot. But no, but Blue played this, but Josh played he played like a real deal flow general type game. Josh normally, he can get his too, but he kind of
Right.
like took the back seat because he saw Boog was going.
That's
He
right.
saw that, and he's like,
That's
"Yo, I'm gonna
right.
let Boog go."
Yeah, he was shooting at
Identify.
and I can always tell like when he kind of like finna shoot it. Like I see players playing off a few feet. Like all he need is just a little bit of space to step
He
back,
got that
and
face. He gonna
and
bust your.
his ability to focus all the way through is unbelievable when he's shooting the ball.
That rock with you goddamn crossover kills me in between the legs. That kills me, bro. Like it's like you cannot expect what he gonna do because he might go between legs, or he might go around the back, or he might go crossover. That shit is so hard to guard, dog. That
It's called,
shit is hard
it's
to
called
guard.
going in the bag, getting in
Let's
the bag.
think about when he was young. I used to, we used to play with each other when we was younger. Man, say me and Bull together was peas and pot.
Bro, I remember him literally. I remember, and he probably, Boo, you remember this game? He was playing, I think, for the North Texas Prowlers, and I think they were playing somebody like the Denton Destroyers or something like that back in the day.
Was it at that church over
I
there
don't,
in Arlington
I don't know. I
when he
know.
went for like 50, 40, 50 something?
There you go. He hit so many threes. I was
Yeah, I
screaming
remember
and
that one.
yelling on the
I
mic,
think I
bro.
refed it. I was refing it. I think,
Okay, yeah, he was
yeah.
going crazy.
And then he cramped up towards the end. He
I
cramped
think
up.
so. Uh huh.
Yeah, I remember that game like it was yesterday. He was tearing him up. There was nothing they can do with him.
And everybody in the gym knew he was gonna get the ball, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
When he get in that zone. It's three people. It's four people when they get in that zone and that future league. You be like, oh, it's him, Burks,
Oh yeah,
Burks,
oh
and
man,
Josh. Them when they get in that zone, you gotta be like shit. You gotta be like shit. Like it's nothing you can do when they get in that zone. Like the goal is this big. That's just like DK. DK the same way. He get in that
right,
zone,
right.
and he was in that zone for a minute. Then they went away from him. They went away from him for a while. Then CJ point shade. What was he thinking? He got the ball by his head. He put his hand like, no, hold up. Bro, you shoot the ball.
Oh my
And
God,
he
bro! It was
made it,
almost
but it didn't
it.
count.
Yeah, yeah, that was. It was almost like he had a gambling bit, and he was trying to
And
make sure
man,
he
I
would.
said, boy, that
It
nigga
was
point shaving.
crazy.
I said, boy, this boy point shaving like a mug. I couldn't believe CJ did that. I said,
That was
hey, brother, shoot the
funny.
ball.
But the thing that didn't make it as bad, even though it was, he made the shot.
That's why I told you, it is bad. Because he
Right.
made the damn shot. Which if
Yeah.
he would have shot it before he did his little hand down thing, he would have it would have counted.
And my thing is like I could see if his back was to the basket, but the clock was like right there where he could like look up and hit it.
Hey, I don't know if you remember. They went up at one. Okay, the first quarter they went up 21-6. Oh, I forgot number three name. Light skinned guy. He came out there bust.
Mm,
But the game changed once Booger started talking shit to him. And you gotta remember Shaw being Shaw. Josh was, hey, nah, we go do put everybody in position, go and get his bucket when he can. Saw Booger roll to get in the ball. Him and Shaw was relentless to give the ball to Booger because they seen Booger had the matchup with the
that's
dude that
right.
he had.
That's
Uh,
right.
Tex came in, gave some good minutes, got rebounds. Chuck came in. They all contribute in some type of way. And um, I'm a. It just man, they ran out of gas, bro. I just think they ran out of gas, and them boys turned up a notch in the fourth quarter. That's all I can think of. Like they ran out of gas. Um,
And then Shaw was picking his spots, man. He was.
yeah,
You seen that little shot he hit in the paint, man.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was a
That flow.
nice little.
That's a number
Yeah.
one shot. Yeah, that's a
Uh
number
huh.
one shot. Yeah,
And he also shoots. Oh, I can't remember who in the NBA does that, but he puts the ball up and he shoots it without jumping. It's kind of
right.
like a, that shot he does like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a trick shot because the defender don't know to jump,
And
but he'll
Shaw,
shoot it.
hey, Shaw sold the hell out that one play though. You remember when he
Oh,
got his
when he
bed
did all that,
when he fell down on the ground? I said, boy, he sold that. Hey, and he said, oh, boom. Well, I said, they what the hell? They called it. I said, oh, he sold that.
that was funny.
Nah, but nah, it was fun. That game was a great game too. You go back and watch that game. That was a great game. That they was going like towards that fourth quarter, going back and forth, but then it was just like, man, they was taking some. They just took they took some bad shots towards the end. Now they had some open looks on a couple of them, but some of them like I would be like, hey, wait, we could have got a better shot than that. Like
Right, exactly, exactly.
I
I
think
mean,
I think they got to a point they started playing hero ball, and then they went away from DK for a while. That was crazy. Like the way he was cooking, you gotta give him the ball, run it through him.
it is right there. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here, kind of going through it, man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man. I just got through watching, and I was like, yo, they real deal came and got y'all, and I mean they came back and got y'all. Like they real deal came back. The great game by the Bulldogs. Like don't get me wrong, they played a great game. Just towards the end, they just didn't have enough. Like they turned it up and they basically was out of there. Uh,
I think that number five played pretty well too for the Bulldogs. Then he was making some shots too, huh? I don't
yeah,
know.
but he missed a lot of free throws too.
Them free throws will add
But
up.
I said that if you heard me on the mic, I said, "Yo, y'all missing a lot of free throws. That got to come back." I said that might come back and bite you. It did.
Cause I think they missed
It
two
did.
that time you said that. Yeah.
It did. You got to miss all them free throws. That came back and bite you. Then you got to look at the situation where it just to me once they identify the matchup, once next level notice that, hey, we can see that they tired. We can do this. We do it. They start picking up the pressure. They start running. And yeah, you can tell then, like, okay, this is starting to shift today. The momentum is shifting all the way to them. You can see as the game was kept going on the fourth, the momentum kept going towards their way. It just kept going. Boom,
And
boom.
talk about the presence of Big John in the game.
Oh, big presence. Big body. I mean, he gonna get the rebound. He's a point. He's first of all, he's a rim protector, and then, like I said, he gonna battle. His physicality will wear you down. Um, him, Chuck, Tex. That's a nice big three rotation right there. So Mike Reed, don't forget about him. Um, he drew some fouls, got some lines, scored a couple buckets. You know Shaw. We already know veteran Shaw gonna give you. Boog, Josh, that's a well-rounded team. Like I said, they're one of the best teams in the Legend League. It's no way I can. Like I said, I felt like it was time for them. It was time for them to come back. It's just to me, I feel like it's time for them to come back. Um, I'm also
Let me
thinking about another team that's possibly coming back. So it's like we can't go through life, you know, while giving people second chance. You know,
let me
people.
ask you this: do you think if this Legends League game was the best out of three, that next level would have beaten them twice?
What they had on the floor.
If they had to play, the best out of three, do you
So
think?
if they, what they had on the floor right now, what they
Oh yeah,
had,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
same teams.
yeah. It's just not
That's
enough fire. They don't have enough firepower. The only like I said, if they had more bodies, yeah, you got to remember like they didn't have enough. Like Star was hurt. Uh, Poncho looked like he was hurt. Um, so who else was missing? It was somebody else that was missing. Like and then they was missing Tim. That's another they Zodger, AD.
wow,
You,
bro.
you got to remember they missing AD, Tim, Zodger.
I'm sitting here looking at it now. Oh, it's what 37-45, almost the end of the third quarter, and they was winning the game.
Bro, they was up. They, I was like, I was over there sitting there, and I'm like, yo, they might pull this off. Um, Going to the fourth quarter, I was like, they got. I said the first couple of minutes would tell me if they can pull it off. And when I saw the momentum, like I saw next level making that move, I said, oh, this not because they did the same thing to Dip. They did the exact same thing to Dip, and that's when I saw it. I said they doing the same thing they did to Dip, and then they came back and they took all the momentum and they won the game. Uh, when it comes
Yeah.
down to it, yeah, when it comes down to it, the better team won. Simple. Better team won.
What do you think best out of three for the future league? You think you think they would have beat Gorillas twice, or it would have been a split and then it would went to the third game?
It would have went to the third game. It would have went to the third game.
What you think would have happened on the third game, based off them? Because see now you
If you
gotta
go based on what was on the court,
that and the fact they done played each other twice. Now they're familiar with what's about to happen, those matchups, these pick and
but see,
roll.
I'm gonna tell you what ended up happening. I think Wisconsin will make adjustments,
Who's
and
what you call it?
I think
Who?
Amadu will make adjustments after they lost to them and do something totally different from what they did, and then it will be up to Shaw to see if he can match them adjustments. Now, I'm not gonna underestimate Shaw in his adjustment game, but would you look at it, it was something that they could have did, but they didn't never do in that game. But um, yeah, it would be tough. It would be tough. I it's already tough to beat them, but to beat them twice in the best out of three, it's even tougher.
I
Uh,
know Mun wasn't there either, and I know sometimes he can have an impact on the
correct.
game,
Yeah.
especially with that other guy that was speedy. You
Hmm.
know, you think that had somewhat of a he could have played a big part, helped them get over that hill too.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it. Who you going to like? Okay, Mon come in. Who's coming out?
Right.
You have to look at that factor. You definitely have to look at that factor.
Yeah, I think like you said though, man, that placement when you putting certain players in the game, I
Yeah.
think that's a
I
big
think
deal.
you gotta let them have a feel for the game before you can't throw them in there. That's the only thing I say about Ahmad. I said that probably was questionable is putting him in there in the fourth quarter knowing that he haven't played all game. Um, that was the only questionable thing I had from him from.
or kind of like right out the gate of the third quarter, kind of like, uh,
Yeah, like I would have
because
threw him in there like right then and
I
there. That
seen
would
him.
be good.
He was warming up. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
head time he was out there shooting, and that would have been he kind of warm. Now he kind of seen some stuff on the floor, but man, either way it go, it was gonna be a tough
I,
decision with who they
I
had
don't
out.
know if TJ was hurt or something, but I noticed that TJ didn't play too much either. Earl played a little bit. I don't know if he was feeling something, you know. I don't know, but it just I don't know. Like I said, when it came down to that's a great team. Like I said, Gorillas is a great team. They represent the DFW area real well in these semi pro leagues, so they do a great job representing. Uh, you gotta give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? They answered my challenge. They came in. They took all. They took the throne from us. Uh, they carried it all the way to the championship game. You know, they took a
Do
loss, but
you think? I noticed, man. Even when it comes to high school football, they can blow out everybody in district, but once you get down to the Final Four and those state games and stuff like that, and some of these teams come pretty even. And then at that point, it becomes kind of like a coaching matchup, adjustments within the game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of time, coaching is exposed. So my question to you, with this league, do you think that getting that deep in the playoffs, that coaching is being exposed when it comes to championship games, or is it the players not coming into the mindset of the game right? Or
I
getting
won't
become
necessarily say I won't necessarily say coaches getting exposed. I think kind of underestimate your opponent at times, which the players will do that. Uh, um,
when I
we they
say exposed, I'm talking X's and O's too. I'm talking X's
oh
and
well
O's.
X's and O's. Yeah, I mean some people couldn't probably can't identify matches or identify spacing on the court and figure out lines and angles to basically
That's
attack. So that's what Shaw was doing. Shaw was doing lines and angles, basically say, "Hey, yo, no, don't say it this way. Say it this way." It was like the adjustment that he was making during the while they playing was like top level IQ.
that's
Um,
right.
you like say for instance, if you ever watch me play, you'll see when I catch the ball, I don't go right away. What I firstly do, I analyze where everybody at first, and then I know my main cutter is Lamar or Mo. I know my shooter is uh, Burks, Joe Cool. So my main thing is to see if they relocate, to see if my cutters cut through where I know, and then if I see them, I'm gonna throw it, make sure they get that layup. If my shooter break open doing a going around, I'm gonna throw it to them for a wide up a three.
Hmm.
Now if they single cover me, that's when I have to go. So I try to analyze and see how this coverage is. Most of the time they'll have somebody sag in, and then when I see they sag in, most of the time it be somebody that's dumb enough that ain't got the IQ knowing that Joe Cool's in the corner. So I throw that ball right past him, and Joe Cool got the three. Same thing when you doing a pick and roll, you be like, okay, I'm picking, I'm rolling to the basket. But when
Hmm.
as I'm picking roll to the basket, Burks coming around or Joe Cool coming around the other side. So you
Hmm.
definitely you gotta have a flow general that knows that and see that he got all these options. Now if they don't pick him up, he go for a layup. Now if they don't pick me up, you throw the ball down low to get a layup.
There you go.
But see,
It's kind
even
of like
me,
quarterback having those
yeah.
options, right?
But see,
First,
here's
second,
where
third.
I become even way dangerous. You can throw me the ball for a layup, but I know Burks or Bird might have relocated to the corner, and I'm gonna throw it to him for a 3 pointer. It's
That's
called
right.
basically you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know about the basketball. Basketball ain't all about scoring. Basketball is basically knowing where everybody gonna be on the court and identifying what defensive coverages they got going on. It's just like football when you're a quarterback. You identify who the mic, you identify who the safety. It's almost similar.
I
Like
was
people
listening
understand
to
how
the
similar.
Cowboys coach interview, and he was asked how he coached when he picking his plays, and he said he pick his plays by player type, by player. So when you playing Madden, and you can go in there and pick your player and then
Mm-hmm.
choose to play rather than
Mm-hmm.
choosing formation and going that route. And that's kind of how Shaw see it. He see, like he'll pick a player, and I want to use these two players because these players are on the floor on the defensive end. So no, I want you in there with him. No, and
They
you over there.
they
Yeah,
knew
I'm
who to
like,
pick on though. That's the thing. They identified. He said, no, you go. Whoever Big Rick was guarding, they was telling him to screen because here was the problem with Big Rick when his coverage. And I'm gonna tell him too. He's going towards the guard too much on the pick. He
mm-hmm,
should hedge and recover.
mm-hmm.
He always went with the guard, which left the big man wide open, which reason why the coverage was breaking down.
Yeah, they say you're supposed to at least bump them and then get back to your man to
Yeah.
slow them
I
down.
was watching, I was like, is anybody gonna tell Rick to stop doing that? I don't think nobody told him because he
Mm,
kept doing it. And I'm like, Cree said something that I heard from her. She was like, y'all
mm-hmm.
not even talking, which
That's
is
right.
true because
Ma said it too. Yeah.
they said it. Y'all not even talking because why does this man keep doing the same coverage that keeps getting y'all burned? He kept doing it. And I'm sitting here looking like, is anybody gonna tell this man to stop doing that shit? Because it's leaving them with a bucket with no shot blocker or nothing right there. So yeah, like I said, it was a lot of things I saw basketball wise. I was like, okay, it was some great basketball, but I was also looking at, dang, this coverage is looking bad. Like, why is it? I was like, why does it keep working? Now pick and rolls are hard to stop anyway. But
That's
when it
correct.
kept working to the ease that it was working, I was like, why does this keep working like that? It was like too easy. I remember one
Yeah.
time we played a team, Nick, it kept being easy. I'm like, bro, do I gotta come in and show y'all how to play the pick and roll? I think it was we was playing, matter of fact, we was playing slow-mo them in the championship, and they kept pick and roll and scoring us. And I was like, yo, let me show y'all how to play pick and roll. I went in there like 5 minutes. Here's the pick and roll coverage. Right. Got us back in the game by two. Told them to go in there and finish the game because I'm tired. Go in there and finish it. I got you here. Go finish it. They go back out there and do the same shit. I was so mad. I showed you the blueprint of covering the pick and roll coverage.
Yeah, you got a guy like Burt, he can pick and roll, but he gonna pick and pop and shoot on you. So
Exactly.
it's kind of like a Dirk
Pick your poison.
and Jason Terry pick your poison. That's exactly
Pick
what I
your
was gonna say.
poison. That's why I
Like,
tell Mo. I told him this was one of the most difficult teams that I dealt with because we had some new pieces to the puzzle that we tried to fit, but it just wasn't working. It was like then it hurt that in our playoff game, Burst and Bird still playing in the semifinal in the 40 and up. So now we playing in a game in a playoff game where we ain't got no Burst, no Bird, no me. I'm refing, so I can't even get them going. So it's like, yeah, it got to a point. It's like it showed. Shoot, I get over there. Next thing you know, we down 16.
mm,
So I was like, yeah, and I'm like, what's going on? What we not doing? Like, are we like what's going on? Like, I don't understand it.
also, man, I heard the players kept on saying we got two challenges. Could you, while we live, man, could you make so? Is it just like the NBA? If they get like the Gorillas took a challenge early, and
Mm-hmm.
they got it wrong, so they were
They
out
still
of
got one.
challenge, right? So
They
you
still
do
got
actually.
one
So
challenge.
it's not like the NBA where you lose a challenge and you done. Because the
No.
NBA, okay, I got you. So they
So
actually get two.
I did it. I give you two challenges for the whole game.
That's perfect. Okay,
Referees can't go challenge any call that they don't have a for sure call on.
okay,
They
okay,
can.
okay.
Um,
So they do get two of them.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but the like, yeah. So that's how it is. It's two challenges. That's gonna be like, and that's the way I'm telling you. If they really want that, they got to have you up there doing their games. You just
Now, is there a use it or lose it challenge? They should have challenge number one done, by you know
well, if
instead
you
of
go to
say because
overtime, and you have one challenge, you'll lose. If you go to overtime, you'll have one challenge per overtime. So you do lose it if you go to overtime. So if you don't use it during during the regulation, you'll lose that one. And you only
So
have one challenge because it's only a 3 minute quarter. So now, if it was a normal quarter, yeah, it'd be
so if
two
it's
challenges.
30 seconds left in the game and it's a call and they challenge it and they don't get the challenge and then they start back playing, it's another bad call. They got an opportunity to challenge again with 27 seconds on the clock.
Now the referees can initiate that challenge.
So they can't challenge back to back under their own challenges because they have two.
Well, they won't have two if they go to overtime.
No, I'm talking about fourth quarter. It can be like
Oh yeah, if they
30.
got two, they can challenge.
So it's just
It's
okay.
any time.
Okay.
You get two challenges any time.
And any
But
time.
just to let you know, it's a minute. A minute and 30 seconds is the max they'll spend on a challenge. If they don't get it right by then, it's gonna stay in there as call. You gotta call it in if you can't get it right. 5 minute
Okay.
30. Yeah, but it shouldn't take that long. You could just look at it and see.
Man,
Um,
how many other leagues you know in this city is doing this type of stuff, man? Because I don't really see nobody. It was a guy came over there and said, "Wait a minute, y'all doing replay?" He said, "Wait a minute, they might." He said, "Y'all doing some NBA type shit, you know?"
we
So
it's
shout
NBA
out to your
rules.
league, man. Yeah.
It's NBA rules. It's not. It's only right. Um,
How many leagues you know
Zero.
that you know for real that's really
How
going to
about
the
this?
camera
How many
and changing?
leagues? How about this? How about this? I'm gonna give you another scenario. How many leagues you can say in 20 seasons they gave out 20,000?
Okay, then. Okay, it's quiet for a reason.
I'm just saying, like leagues, like you can go to Plano, PS2, LZO. They're not gonna give you no money. They might.
Now,
And I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. LZ got the ring because of me.
so if your league is
Create.
running
I
like
don't just
this,
create for my league. I create for others.
what could you do with a grant? What could you do with this league and you had some grant money, some good
I
grant
can
money?
rise the prize money.
Huh?
I can rise the prize money.
Uh huh.
But one, that would be the number one thing I would try to do is rise the prize money.
What
Uh,
about uniforms? Would everybody have league uniforms of some sort, or are
now,
they to
now I'm gonna be honest with you on that.
it?
League uniforms is hard to do. Here's the reason why, and I don't understand why people keep doing it.
Hmm.
You don't know everybody damn size.
Hmm.
You don't know everybody's size. So why do it? You're gonna have these guys with these tight uniforms on that can't fit them.
Hmm.
I'm not doing that. Now, what I could do is if you want me to make your team uniform, you can call me and I can hook you up. But
That part.
yeah, but um, when it comes to league uniforms, no. Now, with that being said, jersey, well, I got something playing. I tell you, we're gonna talk about it off here. I got something playing. But like I said, it's a lot of things in this league that I really think. At one point, I ain't gonna lie, Rainwater. I was thinking about putting this league on ice for a second because
Hmm.
I just didn't like the energy that it was bringing from people. Like here it
Oh
is,
yeah.
here it is. Like I said, here it is. I'm a black man who's trying to do something great for not just the community, but also for our OGs, also for the kids that who ain't going to school but still want to kind of hoop and trying to get their run in to possibly go somewhere. Just give them an opportunity to come out and hoop. But
Right.
I feel like it was like going to a dark place for a second. And then I had to talk about it. I had to sit back and think about it. Like, what can you do as a person to make this league better? What can you continuously do? You can always get mad. Like when I had my moment on live when I went off, um, It was passion. It ain't going off. It's passion because
That's right.
it's like you don't understand. Like y'all, I got. I'm just basically trying to give us somewhere where we can call our own and have fun and enjoy. But we do not need to be tearing down. Like we don't need to tear down. We don't got to tear down. I had a post earlier. Like earlier today, I did the post with the 19 teams, right? And I seen somebody that said something. And I was like, see, this don't make no sense. Like he put he put on the post nothing positive. He didn't say, "Oh well, dang, at least you know what you got. All your 19 teams, you got everything. You got the team photos." He didn't say nothing. He had the nerve to say, "Oh well, how can the commissioner has a team and when they won it like 9 times? It got to be some cheating going." I'm like, bro,
Go
like
back and watch the games. It's
go back and
plain.
watch the games, bro. Like, and then turn around. Not only that, why all of a sudden every time I post something about the league, it's almost like the same person saying the same thing, like almost trying to tear something down. That's weird. And I'm like looking at the situation, but then I also know that that same person was playing in the league in the beginning stages, but people didn't want him to play on their team. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's where that energy comes from.
That's where the energy come from because
That's
he
where it
feels
comes
like
from.
he's getting left out.
That's
I ain't
where it
got
comes.
nothing to do with that. But what I can do is tell you this: you ain't got to be left out. You can go get some guys, and you can come play in if you're in Legend League if you want to. I don't have no problem with you come bringing your team in there, but you better not come in there with no referee slander, or you better not come in there with no team slanders or the league slander. Because if you're gonna do that, you might as well stay away. It's other leagues you can play in. You got PSA, you got LG Odom. I mean this, y'all. You got Grapevine. You got other leagues you can go to. Like I'm not gonna sit here and beg any guy to play in a league. You
Exactly.
got options. Hopefully, when I'm hoping TJ gonna get back on his feet and bring his back. I'm
Yeah.
hoping he do
Yeah.
because it's not cool. We can't keep tearing down these leagues. We can't keep comparing them and try to make them. Oh, this league better than that league. This league. No. Why can't a black man have two guys
There you go.
that can basically build something and possibly come together eventually. But we can't because we got too many people in the middle that want to go, oh, turn it this way. This Team TJ, Team Dub, Team TJ. I'm not about that shit. I always tell people, bro, I ain't about that. I've never been about that. They'll come talk to me about it. Like, that's that man lead. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for the man because I want the man to succeed.
There you go.
Because it ain't about me. It ain't about that. Miss Amy and Leon ran a league on the same day. God bless her soul. The rings are named after Miss Amy for a reason.
Yeah.
Leon's name is on the other side for a reason. If you look at the ring you got and you won a championship, you'll see both their names on it. And it's a reason why. It's called paying homage to the people who was before us.
Some powerful on that ring, man.
It's, and at the end of the day, we all got to sit back and just think like, why are we always talking about these leagues? Why we do that? Why we trashing? Like, I was so upset about the basketball world. Folks was getting mad about feed the needy, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, Wayne on. Let's me and you talk about this. We're talking about feed the needy, right? And I'm sitting here like, okay, this game is for a good cause. It's for feeding the needy. But we are on here talking about referees in a feed the needy game. If anybody should be making any complaints towards any referees, towards any game in that feed the needy game, it should have been when the Gorillas played down New Dallas.
And see, man, that's Poe Bill's event, man.
Yes.
I try to protect all my client stuff from fights and stuff get out like that. I try to protect everybody because I had a bad
Thank you.
experience when I was coming up. So it's like people can't even pay me to send out a fight. I don't care how close I am to you. You know what
No,
I'm saying? Cause I need to protect the cause that stuff would have got out about Kobe. He about to go to the Hall of
Hall of
Fame and
Fame,
see what I'm
the Hall
saying?
of Fame,
Yeah,
legend,
yeah, yeah. So
legend.
it's kind of like you say, feed the needy, man. Like it got to be themed around that. But people got egos and people got pride and all that old
But
type of
here's the
stuff.
thing. Here's the thing. I understand that. I understand when people say they got pride and ego. My dog, it's feed the needy though.
Exactly.
You thinking about your pride and ego about your game in a feed the needy game. So this is you should be thinking like, hey man, I contribute to a person that getting some food that's homeless and ain't got no food on the table. You ain't even think about that. You thinking about this real terrible. The hell? So I'm like, come on, y'all doing too much. A lot of people be doing too much. It's a lot of these folks
It's
be
that
doing too much.
competitive spirit, but it's kind of like you got to find balance when, you
And
know,
then, and then let's talk about the women's league. I didn't been getting approached that I need to do a women's league. You see firsthand why I haven't done it.
man.
You see why I'm not wasting my time and my money on that. And you know what's so crazy? I still have the championship rings and the trophy for the women league that I was gonna start, and it's still in my closet.
It could be really, really nice, but man, I know they got a lot of
Man, they
stuff
got a
going on.
hey, man.
They've been playing each other for so long and been getting to for so long. It's just like they can really be some good basketball games, entertaining. But
Man, I'm gonna have to hire Bill Goldberg security when he get walk to the ring. I'm gonna have to have them there for that goddamn for that women's league. Grace, yeah. I don't know, man. It just, I mean, and you know what? The crazy thing about it, I tell a person in the heartbeat, I love how the women play. They play more physical than the dudes. I love the way they play.
see some good
Uh,
hoop, good ball movement
yeah,
too.
them girls be playing physical, more physical than the dudes. But dog, man, it's just man, when it go there, it go there. But damn, God, and it just, it's a shame. I mean, it's just a shame that it happened. But at the same time, like I said, it's for a good cause, y'all. We got to stop doing this badgering refs and stuff. Like I got on top. They don't understand. I'm a referee. I'm really a referee. I'm in the Dallas chapter. I'm a referee. I've been refereeing for like since 2012. I've been refereeing, and I don't rep all kind of ball. I don't rep semi-pro ball. I don't rep little college JUCO ball. I don't rep high school. Uh, shoot, AAU, top AAU game at that. And like I said, it just to me, we a lot of people want to blame refs for everything that go on. But what about the shots that you miss? What about the layup that you miss? What about the
Not getting back on
free
defense,
throws?
yeah,
What about their
like
defensive stance? What
yeah.
about your technique when it comes to playing defense, or your technique when it comes to your jump shot, or you want to shoot your jump shot with your leg out, kicking out like you ain't never did that before, but now you want to do it all of a sudden. Like it's stuff like that. But like, what about all that type of stuff that you do? Like they don't want to talk about what they doing as playing ball, but they want to hurry up and criticize a ref about a call. A call that sometimes, like majority of the time, it could be right.
Shout out to those refs, man, because they have to really, be committed.
16.
Have some thick. I was finna say some thick skin. John love it. One time he said, "Man, I ain't got screamed at it in a little minute. I'm not used to this." He was
Yeah.
joking, but yeah, he kind of like prepared for it mentally.
I love it. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I love when they fire and competitive. But the part I don't like, all the yelling and crying and whining. Like, yo, let's play ball. And I always have to tell them, hey man, let's stop all this crying and just play ball. Like the game, like those games yesterday was very, very good games. It was not crying. It wasn't too much crying in them games. They was hooping, and I like that. I said that's the type of games we gotta have. Um, that's more. That's we need more games like that. But then you have like we had the game. We remember the playoff game we had when you had put it on live with the Jayhawks and Wisconsin. Then we had people unplugging the scoreboard.
I wasn't even supposed to be recording that game. Some say record that game. It got
I was
interesting in
like,
the
this is
fourth.
crazy. Rainwater. I sat there and stared at them like why they did all that. I was like, I just had a vision like, man, it's time for me to shut this thing down, boy. I'm thinking just like I did 30 and up. I'm gonna shut this thing down. This don't make no sense. I was like, oh my god, that day, yeah, I was so hot after that. I was looking at that like, y'all are really acting a fool for real right now.
They did that, but those final two championship games kind of like that make it worth it for you, man, just to
It
see.
really made me think,
Yeah,
hey, because I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to me and Leo talking, and I told him, I said, yo, it's 20th season, I might hang it up. But the more he said, man, sit back and just think about it. 20 seasons. I just want you, this is what Leon told me. I want you to sit back and think about it. 20 seasons. So I sat back and I thought about it. And I said, damn, I've been dealing with this for 20 seasons. It's not that bad, but I don't want it to get that bad. Because I did that with the 30 and up. Once it kind of went bad, I kind of shut it down. So I was like, all right,
I, I
let me
think
make
it's
some
time.
adjustments.
I think it's time now to do some more off the court stuff, and we'll talk business later and LLC wise, and let's
Oh
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
let's let all that work for you rather than the money and all the and owners and all that stuff and depending on everybody else.
What?
Nah, that way you'll have all the leverage in the world, and let's try to get some grant money, man. Let's do
Grandma,
something,
yeah, like
like
so,
that,
like I
bro.
said, I'm looking at, I'm talking to quite a few people. Actually, 40 and up. I might have a announcement pretty soon after I have this meeting with a certain person.
And I'm
Um,
saying that because I can see you renewing your passion, bro. When
yeah,
something like that come in big like that, and you actually get it, and it happens for you, I can see you going another 20. You know what I'm saying? So because it's
another
not that
another
much
another,
pressure
team,
on you,
another 5 years with 40
something like
seasons.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually working on making a shirt too for as a future and legend league shirt with all the champions on the shirt. Also, I'm making another. I'm the merchandise, so I'm working on merchandise for the future legend league. Um, and of course, I already got my Dub City merchandise, but now I'm starting to branch out and go ahead and start doing some future legend league merchandise. Um,
How can people reach out to you to get that information done?
it will be on my future legend league page on Facebook. I'm gonna market it on that. Uh, a lot of my stuff I marketed on that type of page. Also has the City Apparel page as well. I do a lot of marketing on Facebook. It's actually worked pretty good for me. Um,
And and you're on other platforms as well besides
yeah,
Facebook. What
Instagram.
they
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm actually gonna do Instagram on Future Let's Lead page. Working on that. Um,
and TikTok.
I haven't done TikTok. I'm not a big fan of TikTok, but me and you can talk about that off air because you could probably help me out on that.
I got you.
Um, yeah. So I'm looking at those two platforms, of course. Also, I'm looking at possibly bringing back the 30 and up. Um, I'm just trying to figure out where the venue is going to be. I want to keep everything under the Duncanville Fieldhouse roof,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I got to have the available dates and available courts for it. I'm looking at probably possibly doing 2 to 3 courts, possibly three, but I'm thinking two would probably be the best. Because then I can have 3 games on each court. Um, it may be
And
on a weekday. Of course, it's gonna probably be on a weekday. Also, softball, Rainwater. God
I was
dog,
gonna ask you about that too,
I
bro.
wasn't able to bring you out this season, man. But we playing in the new Field of Dreams now over there at Station 63 in Mansfield. It's beautiful. We're
Okay.
gonna get back in it. I'm not gonna get back in this coming season, which is January, because I'm in the heart of refereeing basketball, and you know
Okay.
we put my Fridays. But after that season, I'm gonna jump in it. So
Okay.
yeah, softball players, you willing to play? It's gonna be 45 a head. You pay for your own play. Um, come out there, have some fun. I already recruited a couple of people. I'm looking forward to
Bro,
it.
y'all games was so fun. I literally, after I went out there that game or two, I literally started watching almost every Ranger game again. I was like, man, just who was that making them plays on them bases? Who was that? I did that posted that highlight.
One on was
That was
Bruce, and the other
Bruce.
one was Joe.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, they was out there balling, man. I said they got me back to watching baseball.
Hell of fun. Hey, that dang field station 63 is badass, and they got like a place where you can chill. They got a bar in there and everything. It's badass. So
Oh, wait a minute. That's that place. Is that the? Oh, that's the place that got the volleyball in the stands. Is that place back there? Got the
they
bar in the back.
it's over there by that water park in Mansfield, off of Heritage. It's right next to it.
Okay.
If you go on Heritage, that water park in Mansfield off Heritage,
Okay. Okay.
it's right beside it. It's
Okay.
badass, bro. Like top tier.
Right.
Um,
I believe in Mansfield.
um, and it was fun, man. And it's turf, so it's fun. It's like turf, so it's like real fun. But
Remind everybody once again, man. The beginning of the new season is coming up. It's in
oh yeah,
January.
yeah, you get definitely got to do that. January 4th, new season, 350 for your fee, team fee. If you pay it by January 1st, if you do not pay it January 1st, you can pay 225 for your deposit. You pay the other 225 after the third game. So you got two options. You can pay the 350 and be done with your team fee, or you can pay the 225 deposit and get 3 games to pay the other 225. It's only right. Um, referee fees is $35. It's $35 a game. Um, start of season is January 4th. I will have the schedule out by January 2nd. So January 2nd, you will have the schedule. I already have quite a few teams committed. Um, I got some spots available. It's first come, first serve. Um, what else, Rainwater? We could talk about the new season. Of course. Oh yeah,
Um,
you. Let's go ahead and infiltrate you in it. So Rainwater is the guy that you have to have him in your game in order for you to be able to use a replay system. What that means is if you want your game recorded by Rainwater and he's recording your game, you can use the replay system. If you do not have your game recorded by Rainwater or any of his associates, you cannot use the replay system. It's only him and him only. You can use your phone all you want to. It won't work because it's not going to work in my league. So, so with that being said, you can try to video with your phone. Say, "Hey, look, no." If it's not Rainwater or none of his associates, you're not going to be able to use the pre-play system. Point blank, period. Now, if you're willing to play without replay, then don't cry to these refs when they make bad calls. Because I'm giving you the blueprint to save yourself for bad calls.
yeah, I
So I'm
appreciate
moving
that,
it up
man.
to the ends. It's up
And
to
you
the
know what's funny, man? The referee, was it the white guy? What's his name? Like Hispanic. What was he?
Joseph.
Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph. He,
Mm-hmm.
he came up to me funny. He said, "Man, you know you the most important man here today." I said, "No, I ain't. I don't got no whistle or no stripes."
hey,
But
hey, he
that was
was
funny. He
lying.
said,
He
"Yeah,"
was
but
lying.
he used
You
he
definitely
used the
was.
system. He used the system though, so that
Oh
was
yeah, he
good.
definitely did, and I was proud of him. He has shown up, like I said, a lot of people looking at him. You know, this is his first time there, but the fact I like about Joseph, he wants to be there.
Yeah.
I want people who wants to be there. I don't want people that just won't play. I know those people. I
Hmm.
want people who's willing to be there and do the job. You feel me?
And he had good courage to make those calls,
Yes.
man. Make those calls because Man, it's some of those players have been playing long enough in so many different levels to where it's loopholes in a lot of things in life, and they know how to get through to the refs. So you
Mhm.
have to really be thick. But
Yeah,
I heard John
I
say, "Hey
got
man, hold up now, don't talk to me crazy.
yeah.
Calm down. Hey,
Hey, hey, and that's the thing. You got to stick up with like as a referee. You got to let them know, like, hey, at all this is just basketball. Ain't no need to disrespect. You know, ain't no need to be calling me no BAAN or y'all that because you're gonna get thrown out the game. Oh, it's firm. It's in the rules. Go look up the rule. Go look at the rules when you're looking up my stuff on the post. It's in the rules. If you use that type of language, you automatically kicked out the game. And you have
man,
a choice. You either you be suspended.
referee let somebody make it too, cause I left it in there on purpose. I heard him say, "Man, you heard it. You probably heard." He said, "Man, that's bullshit." And then he said it again. He said, "That's bullshit." I think that was Shaw.
No, that was Bean.
Oh, it was Bing. You right, Bing.
That was
Sorry about
Bean
that,
who
Shaw.
said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
I left it in there on purpose
Yeah,
because
I'm glad you left that. I
yeah,
told Bean you in the beginning of the thing. I said I'm told you not to edit some of this stuff. I want people to hear how y'all really act out here.
yeah,
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 but
yeah,
nah, they acted. I don't know. For the most part, they did good. I was
yeah.
nah. I ain't gonna lie. That game right there, I was scared of. That was the game I was scared. I was scared of that game. It was too much. Yeah, it was too much animosity toward that game. If you know the history, you know the history. But at the end of the day,
I always know
I was
Legends League gonna have it's gonna be chippy Legend League. Ever
oh,
since I came over, it's been
just
chippy.
wait until West Dallas play this level. That game is the most physical, shit talking game you will ever hear in your life.
You know what? I'm glad that you just said that, cause remind the people what you do at the beginning of each season. Who plays who?
Well, I changed.
Oh, so you did change that.
I did change it. It used to be the championship rematch, but I changed it.
Why you changed it?
Um, yeah, I changed it like about 3 seasons ago. I changed it. So what happens is the two champions now they have their own side. The two people that play in the championship they're gonna be on their own side.
Gotcha.
So
I got. I see.
right now, Jayhawks gonna be on one side. Gorillas gonna be on the other side. Um, Bulldogs gonna be on one side. Next level gonna be on the other side. So
Mm.
it's gonna be a very different pairing. I've been kind of like doing some things, but now we're finna do something different. It's time because I think the Legend League teams are caught up. What I mean by that, some of these teams that was behind the next levels and the DIPs and the Bulldogs and what was another top team?
Cause
I never-
remember what was like last season or so where exclusive got knocked out with the point by the
Oh
point
yeah, point differential.
point differential.
Mm-hmm.
So that means
Oh
you kind
yeah,
of put it
yeah.
together pretty good.
Yeah, your best thing to do win your games and stop bullshitting when you win your games. If you up by so many points, you better keep being up by so many points because at the end of the day, if you get in like a 3 or 4 team tiebreaker, uh, y'all probably beat each other, and then it goes down to point differential. And a forfeit will hurt your chances of making the playoffs. Forfeits are more deadly than any loss because if you call me in advance, it's 30-0. If you don't call me in advance, it's 60-0. So you do it the
Oh,
day of.
got
You,
you.
you call me the day of and say, I'm not going to make it. Our team ain't going to make it. We forfeit. That's a negative 60 on your dang point difference.
Wow, that's big.
No, it's called being responsible to be coming
That's
to your
right.
game.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, I have to pay the ref fee if you don't show up. So that means that's $70, which in new rules, if you don't pay me that $70 by the end of that day, that extra 30 will be added on there and it will be $100 a time.
Touch your
Because at the
neighbor
end of
and
the day,
say
I gotta come
thank
out my
you.
pocket. I have to come out my pocket to pay for the refs. So if you don't pay me back by the end of that night, it's $100. And
Business is business, man.
business is
That's
business.
business.
Because at the end of the day, I done put too much into this league for people to just continuously like doing stuff that they can prevent. Like if you know you're not gonna make the game, call me up in advance. You call me a day or two. If you call me a day in advance, you good. You call me a day in advance, you good. But if you call me the day of, you're not good. Because
So,
then I can take the game off the schedule the day before.
man, with all these good players here, and I know we're gonna wrap it up. I know we've been chopping it up, but this was much needed. It's like I said, it's an exit interview. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
But an all-star game, man, with all this talent,
Ooh,
bro. What's
so
up on that, bro?
I forgot about it. So I want to do it. The problem is the schedule. That's all it is. It's just the scheduling. The only time I can possibly do it is probably championship day, but then that means the people that play in the championship game can't play it.
Uh, what if you have it at another location, just to be sure we can have the event and just market it right to get people to come? Because at the end of the day, it's the all-star game. Season is over. Just have it somewhere else. And I'm be sure these players, and then we'll try to find some, for the winning team. Get some gift cards, or, look, something. We need a sponsor, bro. We can
Yeah,
get some GameStop gift cards. I bet you everybody play Xbox, PlayStation. You
yeah,
know what
get
I'm
them
saying?
some Roblox cards.
Something,
They
man.
give them to the kids.
Visa gift card, something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at least have the All Star game. I think that would be,
I
man. I
think
talk
that would
about
be dope
Jeremiah,
too,
all these players, man.
man. Hey, you know how I want to do the All Star game? So, say for instance, okay, the top seed in the so the highest seed that basically is say for instance if it's one versus one, that means two versus two. So the two seed in the east and the two seed in the west will be the coaches, and then they get to pick the players that's in the pool, like a,
Mm,
like a pickup game. It's almost like a pickup game, like before the game starts. Now, one of the things I was thinking about too is getting the All Star jersey made for the league.
what,
So
have
yeah,
you ever thought about Future League versus Legend League? Would it be unfair for an All Star game and have the best of the best on both teams playing each other? Or have you ever thought about that?
that's interesting.
Kind of like how the NBA do. They got the sophomore versus the rookies.
The legends versus the future.
Uh-huh. Best of the best. Whoever the best out the whole Future League, put them on one team. All the best out the Legends, put them on one team, and let's see who the best.
You own some. You own some.
You know
I,
what I'm saying?
I kind of like that idea.
Get some Legend League jerseys, some Future League jerseys. Hey, man.
Top 10 players.
Exactly. I think that'll be dope.
Hmm, that'd be something.
Cause
And
it'll
then
become a rivalry. Like every year, now Legends League led one of that. Now we win it this year. Legends League won 2 years in a row. We got it. You know what I'm
but
saying?
see, here's the thing. This where we gonna have a problem. First, which one he gonna play in?
I thought about that a little bit.
I would
I
just
don't
put him in
know.
the Legends League because
I would say so too. They need him more. I guess you would say that. I would say that too.
third and
Legend.
first will probably be Legend League.
That'll be a fun All Star game, bro, because it's gonna be competitive. And the old schools, they gonna use they expertise. You know what I'm saying? Versus the young people, so you speak, quote unquote.
Oh,
You know.
now that we talking about this, I just had a nice little vision of what it could be. That would be a dope idea. Because I just got a nice vision of what I can do with that.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, it's a lot of ideas that we could talk about. Like me
Who
and you
who
got
who would you kind of see? And it may not be right or wrong, but who could you see coming out? Because you know the player. for a starting five for the Legends League.
Point guard, damn, that's a card. Point guard, I would take the dude from is he from Hit Squad. I would take him. I would. Ooh, that's hard because that new team we got, three sweepers. They got a couple of them over there, man.
You gotta have like a list in
Like
front
that
of you to
new
look at
team,
that,
they
don't
got a
you?
shoot like street sweeper. They got a shooter over there, and they got a point guard and a big man that's nice. Um, if I would build a team, I'll go with from West Dallas.
And matter of fact, it's a good question right here. 'Cause I thought about this. Would you start your All Star team with a point guard or a big first? Would you start your
Big.
team? Are you going big?
Reason why I go
Mm,
big because it ain't too many natural bigs in the future league, but it's a lot of good bigs in them. Well, it's like no, I'll actually go guard. Take that
for,
back. For the legend league, I go guard. I go now. Future league, I go like a pointer, small forward. Because you know who my first pick would be in future league, right?
who you going with?
Jeremiah.
Okay, then no brainer, huh? Even Ahmad told him they was like, "Where you from?" He was remember after we was asked where he from. It's like a junior college, and he was like, "He not from here." He said, "Why he play like that? He ain't from here." Wow,
It would be
Jeremiah,
my
yeah,
first pick. Um, it would be my first pick for real.
I could see it too, bro. I can kind of
Uh,
envision it,
yeah,
seeing them Legend League All Star jerseys. Seeing,
yeah,
and I really think, man, you make the All Star, man, All Star game, man. I think it's worth having your name on the back, man.
yeah.
Having your name for
Yeah.
keepers' sake, man.
I, mean,
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
yeah.
But here's my thing though too. Um, I would like to do that. Will be my reward for the all all future league team 1 and 2. So those two teams, the ones that make those teams, will be in All Star game for both future and legend.
I see. That
That
makes
will be
sense.
the team. That will be the team. Um, like I said, it has to be some qualification for you to be in there. Like I told you, your team got to be in the playoffs. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like
And
that.
and how you picking the coaches? Championship winning
Just
coach and runner
based
up.
on who in the championship, it, the highest seed left in both East and West.
Mhm.
So, say for instance, say I would probably that's probably a way we can do the coaching, or it could be like somebody who like to we'll just think we'll when it comes to coaching, we can think about it. Like it'll be some things we can think about. It'll be something I work out. But I would like to do the highest seed that didn't make the championship game. But for both sides. Uh,
And maybe we can get a performer to come in too at halftime, bro. Maybe we
yeah,
can get a
DK
performer to come
Million.
in.
I want DK Million to perform.
That's what I was just thinking too. That's but
Yeah,
we,
yeah,
could-
yeah.
we yeah,
It's only right. Get him to come perform. Uh, yeah, we can talk about. Like we got some. I think me and you got some similar minds to think about this. You know,
yeah.
we got a lot of things we can actually think about. Because, like I said, you are a part of this league. Like
That's
I'm going.
crazy. I think about that every day. Like, God, how did this even happen? I'm not even on the floor. It's like crazy. And I never even envisioned having a media company. But man, when you're trying to do what God called you to do, man, for me it's about touching lives. And everybody
You do
know
a great
I ain't
job,
never
bro.
trying to get over
You do a
nobody.
great job. You do a great job. What you do, you get
Appreciate that,
more.
bro.
You get more innovative with it, and it's like you get more innovative, and it makes me think of me doing more stuff for the league as well. It's like we both basically on the same page on stuff.
We gotta
Uh,
get some. money. We gotta get some more money, and
Yeah,
which
the
is
thing of
from
this,
our jobs and stuff, from
but
grants and stuff like that.
it
Yeah,
it also has me to build like you know what I'm saying, build like a PowerPoint presentation towards people, towards businesses to see if they want to, contribute towards it. I can do some type of advertisement and hang something that they want in there so they can advertise stuff like that. It's other things that I'm working on to try to get that taken care of. But at the end of the day, it's their league. It's the players' league. It's up to them to see how far this league can go. Like all I'm doing is just trying to do the groundwork. It's up to them to push it to that level. Like, do I feel like it could go to another level? Of course, I think it could go to another level. I mean, you can.
man.
There could be a lot of things we could do and adventure with it, but at the same time, we do gotta market it better.
What shout
Keep up.
outs would you like to give to Leon that assisted you throughout
Oh
this whole season, man?
man, without Leon ain't no me. Put it like that. Without Leon, it won't be no me in running leads and stuff like that. I done did it, but I got chosen basically, really truly. I got told that I should do a lead by Miss Amy. I never thought about doing it till she brought it to my attention. Uh, but I have a passion for the game. I mean, I referee. I love the game of basketball. My nephew, shout out to him, balling out there in Burpernett. They just won that tournament out there in Philadelphia. They beat Kennedale. Uh, you know, I get to see him every now and then, but like I said, I love the game. I love seeing the youth, especially my nephew. I love watching him play. Um,
One last question too. I mean, cut you off, but we just did a 3-point contest at
I saw that.
CJ event. What you think about that for the league, man, at the All Star game? You might, cause you'll get other people that maybe not participating in the All Star game to come show up now because they're in the 3-point contest. Cause see, we got to figure out a way to get people to come to this event besides players, but and their families. But I'm thinking maybe a 3-point contest too.
A
So
3-point contest? Yeah, I would like to do a 3-point contest. I would like to put. I already know who I want to put in the 3-point contest when it comes to legend, and I want in the future. I want Boog on one. I want Joe Cool for the legend, Birch for the legend, and
Amar got to get it now. He just
Ahmad.
won a
Of course,
whole
I like
three
Ahmad.
contest.
I like Ahmad. I like
Yeah.
God dang it, what's his name? He played for Block Party. Rich. Rich. I like how he shoot Dandridge. I mean, it could be a big time. Well, allegedly, that would be a big time 3-point competition. Booty ass. So
See, and
roll.
see, you
There's
can
a
get
lot of
you can
shooters. The guy from Street Sweepers, I can't remember his name. He can shoot the lights out of that bad boy. But yeah, it's a lot of shooters. Zach, it's a lot of shooters in that legend league though. It's a lot of shooters. Um,
how many participants would you have? You would think? Because I'm thinking
mm,
about how many if you get jerseys for them and put 3-point contest. Some on there representing 3-point, you know, contest instead of the name on the back. 3-point contest or 3-point. Something like that. I'm just thinking how many people would be in it, or would it cost too much to get jerseys wholesale um, for a 3-point contest too?
that's
Because it's
probably
all about marketing. Because once it
yeah.
go on
We got
film, that's what they're
we
gonna
gonna
see.
have yeah. The budget would have to be. I can look at the numbers myself and see how much
Hmm.
it would cost me over here. But to be honest, like the main
And the,
goal is to market it to basically get some type of sponsor coming in by this year. That's my main goal is to get some
got
type
you.
of sponsor coming in by this year. I know I'm talking about doing a 40 up money tournament. That's the thing I haven't expressed to you yet, but I'm thinking about doing a 40 and up money tournament during the summer. So working on talks with that. We're gonna see if that falls through. Uh, but
What if the players put in a little small, little fee for the 3-point contest and they go towards
like
the
20,
pot? Yeah, something like
$25
that.
in the winner to take off.
Exactly. Something like that.
That could be
Yep.
something. I mean, if they
Cause
were to do that,
man, players are motivated by winning that money, bro.
but I wish the thing I like the most though, Rainwater, is the enjoyment they get when they get the ring. Like a lot of people talk
Yeah.
about that, but they really enjoy. They enjoy the fact that I put the time in to make it uh uh a ring that means something. And that's what I did. I took the time to design this ring to make it mean something. And I'm glad that people realize that. A lot of people like, man, I don't like they know that like, hey, this boy be really Dub be
I
really taking his
I
time on.
I literally seen one of the players because you know how everybody they clearing out the gym so everybody go outside and you make that last little restroom stop. And I literally seen one of the players as I was coming out the restroom. Well, nobody else in the lobby. I think he was going back into the gym, but I could still see the joy on the player, and he was still doing this. He was like, "Yes, yes." This was well after the game, just appreciating first year in this league and what he just got. He left with some cash, left with a bling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
just like
hopefully we can bring like I said, my main objective is basically one of the main objectives get a sponsor, be able to get the prize money up a little more. And yeah, that's the main objective now, you know. But I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put a cap on that prize money because if I go too far with it,
there you go.
yeah, it's gonna be a problem. That's when it's gonna be a problem. So I'm definitely gonna put a cap on it. But
We're gonna
yeah,
work behind the scenes and get that
yeah,
sponsorship because
yeah,
that's
we're
what's
gonna.
gonna give you life. It's gonna give you another
I
five
know,
years.
I know. And then another thing, I'm in talk. I was in talks with the UBF dude.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking
Mr.
to him.
Oz, Coach Ozzie Denson.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. So it's like there's some other things we can put in work.
I got a schedule too. He just sent me the schedule coming up for the season to start in January, end of January. So he got the whole schedule mapped out, man, and so it'll
Yeah,
be convenient.
I know I'm supposed to talk to him about refing, so that's something worse. I'm gonna talk to him and see because with the ref crew I have now, I believe he'll like it. We can work some things out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bet, man, any last words for the people, man? Any more information about getting them teams in there on the deadline? Anything like that?
go on Facebook. It's on there. Everything that you need to know about getting in the league, you can hit me up anytime. Also, shout out to you, of course, for another sensational
Appreciate that, man.
championship game recording. Uh, shout out to Leon for always giving me the strength to go through this stuff with these crazy, weirdo dudes sometimes. Shout out to y'all too, because I love y'all, even though y'all get on my nerves. Uh, but y'all had me ready to shut this down, but now, I mean, my creative juices start kicking in. So now I know what it takes to try to get to this next level with this basketball league.
Ain't too
Um,
much clarity now to shut it
also,
down.
shout out to D Will and TJ for throwing a sensational Adidas tournament out there in Frisco. Um, like I said, hopefully, you know, DJ will, bounce back and get his league back on. Um, I mean, shout out to the players, of course. Shout out to Marcus again, playing with a Pinky looking like, man. Pinky was way out there. I wish I would have took a picture of it. That
And you
thing
know
was way
what?
out there.
It was. They can probably pause it because it was a moment where he was kind of right there by the sideline and he was showing somebody. But I never did zoom in and really get a
He
good look at
showed
it.
me after the game, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't even say oh." Yeah, like it was bad. Shout out to him, man. Like that's why, man. Hey, man, that man earned.
Oh, I think you froze up. I think something happened to T connection, y'all. But to make his point, he played out his mind. He played with heart. He played with will. He wouldn't come out the game and was still making plays on both ends of the floor. And Shaw had a lot to do with injecting that confidence into him as well. Shaw had a lot to do with that. TDUB is still he's still with us, but he is frozen. He's frozen. But man, y'all definitely need to go and watch that game. Highlights, please. I think I lost him. He'll come back. But please get your highlights. Highlights are always available for the soup. Y'all know I'm doing them for the super low because what good is it for me to sit on it? Look like I got T Dub back. What
My
good is
bad.
it for me? You good? Yeah, you were making that
My,
point about his finger.
yeah. So yeah, like I done seen people go to like I said, I done see people go to the hospital for that. So yeah, shout out to him, man. To even finish that game, I know he was in excruciating pain. I could tell. So shout out to that man, man. That man got all the respect from me for doing that. And the fact that he made a reverse layup with that thing is even crazy. So yeah, but so like I said, man, Wayne Water, you've been a tremendous contribution to the league, man. And you know, like I said, you coming up with unique ideas with the mic, that's kind of like some next level stuff. So, um,
Crazy.
like I said, people, the only way you can get the replays during the regular season and playoff games, if you got Rainwater or one of his associates doing his games, it's the only way. And just to let your associates know that who be working with you, if they do be up there with you, let them know that they do have a say so in the replay,
Gotcha.
so
I'm gonna
they
train
can
him a little bit
show
more
them.
too. So now that this is kind of yeah, I'm gonna train him up a little bit more. Yeah, I got you too. We appreciate
Yeah,
y'all
so they
the
can,
trust, man.
yeah,
But
of
my
course.
goal
I
is
trust.
to make sure that they can make sure they're getting a good angle. They can zoom in. They can be cool. We have to be cool, calm, and collected too. We can't be
Right.
nervous or nothing because it's a pressure moment. Like to be honest with you,
Mm,
I don't be giving a damn. I ain't finna let nobody rattle me. So I'm gonna be chilling. You know what I'm
mm-mm.
saying? I'm gonna take my time with it. And like you say, now
That's
that we
why
got
the players should be nowhere near there. That's
yeah,
why that you see. Did you see during the game? I think it was. I had to check Mike down because I thought they was going over there too. I say, now you know you finna get a tick. Y'all better move away.
yeah,
Move.
yeah.
'Cause
That's
they
good.
review. You can't be over there. No, nobody don't need to be able to coach you. Nothing. Let them review because we not gonna have nobody persuading them. So yeah, just let them do their job, and then it work out. And you know, it worked out for the most part. So
Because
I'm really
arguments
impressed. I was impressed.
used to last longer, but now we can come to the camera and let's see if it's right, and that's showing that up. So
The only
yeah,
argument we had was during the Legend League. The only one we had was during the Legend League when I didn't know he called a tech on CJ. So it was two shots. So yeah, it was confusion because they thought a clear path is one shot in the ball. But I didn't know he also gave a tech to CJ. So yeah, that made it two
I
shots.
did hear
So yeah,
that.
that
Yeah,
was the
it was
only
a
confusion.
bunch of confusion. Yeah, I helped. I don't know if that
Yeah, it
was
was
you.
confusion because I didn't
Somebody
know
kept
he gave a
saying,
tech to CJ.
yeah, somebody kept saying that. I didn't know it was a tick. I didn't know it was a tick. Okay, okay. But yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man, I appreciate you all's trust, man, with letting me be a part of the league, bro. It's my passion, and my goal is to help take pressure off you owners, commissioners, and we gotta get some money coming in. Shit, not just for y'all, me too. I don't got it like that. So I appreciate everybody
Yeah.
working with me too, man, for real. So
Yeah, man. So we appreciate your all contribution. We appreciate all the players that come out and play in the league. And like I said, January 4th, we back up and rocking. So you got a whole month to rest your body and get all ready to go for the new season.
man, and you'll never know until you reach out, man. The prices for highlights is unbelievable, man. That's a no-brainer. No need for me to sit here with the film, and y'all did all the work. So just hit me up.
Exactly.
We'll work out something, and let's get multiple games done. For real, you can send half the. I'm not gonna start. until half the money is sent. I don't like chasing players. I get tired of that, and it mess up relationships because now I got to keep inboxing you, asking you. So I don't start until the payment sent. Something messed up, I'm gonna give you a refund. You know what I'm saying? So you got my trust. But thank y'all for joining the broadcast. T, any last words, man? And we out this thing.
Man, till next season, man. That's all I got to say. And congratulations to the champions, Jayhawks in the future league and next level in the legend league. Congratulations to them. And till next season, man. We're gonna have our little opening day season. We be back on here to talk about the schedule. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna continue to try to make this league what it is, cream of the crop around the DFW. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna continue to do it.
Hey man, y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon will notify you in the future. So when those uploads for all the games come, you won't be waiting to see if when Terrence posts the games or but you'll get your own notification. So y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all. It's 12:11. Y'all hanging in there late with us. We appreciate it. T man, you're a blessing to my life, man. I appreciate you, brother. You don't even know. So I thank you, man. Y'all
Same
have a
here,
good
man.
one.
Same here.
We
You
out this
too.
time. Bang.